The U.S. Supreme Court will now decide if former President Donald Trump can stay on Colorado's presidential primary ballot. News 5's Maggie Bryan spoke with Secretary of State Jena Griswold just minutes after the announcement was made this afternoon. She's in studio with more on what this means for our elections moving forward. Maggie.
Rob, today Secretary Griswold certified the presidential primary ballot with Donald Trump's name on it. She told me it will stay that way until the High Court makes a decision. Attorney Mario Nicholas says he will be extremely busy over the next month.
You know, I think we're going to take this one step at a time, and the first step is to win at the U.S. Supreme Court.
He's part of the defense for 6 Colorado voters who filed a lawsuit to ban former President Donald Trump from Colorado's ballot. The Colorado Supreme Court ruled in their favor back in December. After an appeal by Mr. Trump, the nation's highest court will now decide if he can stay on the ballot. Nicholas says the court is trying to expedite the decision with arguments starting February 8th.
I think they realized this is going to be an issue that every state's going to need to deal with and wrestle with, and extending it through the primary would be a recipe for chaos.
So you learned of this as everyone else did?
Yeah.
I spoke with Colorado Secretary of State Jena Griswold just minutes after the announcement. She calls this a unique situation.
What it immediately means is that Donald Trump will be on the ballot. The Colorado Supreme Court said that if an appeal was filed, Trump would be back on the ballot until the United States Supreme Court acted.
This is all in regard to Section 3 of the 14th Amendment, which disqualifies anyone who has previously taken an oath from holding any office if they have engaged in insurrection or rebellion against the U.S. Griswold says Trump should be disqualified from the ballot for his role on January 6th. Do you think it's responsible for you to call Trump an insurrectionist when he has not been convicted of that crime?
Well, at this point, 2 courts, including the Colorado Supreme Court, has found that he did indeed engage in insurrection.
In a statement to CNN, former President Trump said, "All I want is fair. I fought really hard to get 3 very, very good people in. They're great people, very smart people, and I just hope they're going to be fair because, you know, the other side plays the ref." Nicholas says if the Supreme Court rules to block him from the ballot, it could have a ripple effect across the country.
I would imagine even some secretaries of state will remove him immediately based on the U.S. Supreme Court decision. You would also have some states that might not do it, but then a lawsuit might challenge the Secretary of States who don't want to remove him to go ahead and do that.
Nicholas says there is no deadline for the Supreme Court to make a decision, but he believes there is a very good chance the court will decide before March 5th, the day of Colorado's presidential primary.